All right, we are back now that you've gotten to know Andrea a little bit. Today she's going to pick from the mug. So she's going to give us her 3-minute takeaway. So I'll shake this up. Here's all the leadership thoughts.
All right.
There you go. I'll grab my mobile device so I can put a timer on for us. Why don't you go ahead and pull one of those?
Okay. All right.
I didn't give her much context at all to this.
No context. Oh, okay. Consistency builds credibility over time.
Ooh, consistency builds credibility over time. All right, I'm going to hit the timer and you just start telling me what that makes you think of.
Okay. All right. So when you run a small business, you wear every single hat at the beginning. So I would write every single order. I would take out the trash, literally, and every other, clean the dirty shoes, ring people up, fit people for shoes, do all of it, right? As I progressed in the business, I was able to bring other people in, and it was great because it speaks to their strengths, and we're able to grow in the business and what we're doing. But the thing that I've kept with me is, and I've almost given too far, but you have to keep getting your hands dirty. You have to keep getting involved in all the little granular details. Not every day, not everything, but you have to keep doing that. You have to be consistent about getting your hands dirty in your business and all the different functions. And that consistency, I think your team sees that. They see that you care, that you have passion, that you have high standards, that you want to rise to the occasion with them. And so when you're consistent in that, it builds trust in your leadership. It builds trust in your organization. And I think it allows you to be honed in to what's going on, and also to have a good working relationship with your team. So that's when I think that consistency builds credibility over time.
So what do you think the consequences of not doing that well?
Yeah, so that's a mistake I've made.
Good.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of it, but I can think of a time where I had someone overseeing an area, and they got a little overwhelmed, and I was a little too hands-off, and so we were overstocked for a little bit, and I had to take ownership and acknowledgement of the fact that I hadn't been consistent enough there of kind of looking at certain key things to know what was going on, and then I was able to partner with that person and work with them and kind of provide some relief to them and then move forward. And so and anytime I work with a leader, I'll say, hey, I don't micromanage people. That's not my management style, and no one likes it as far as I know. But I am going to find little places to check in with you, and I want you to know up front that I really care, and that's why, and I want to prepare you that that's what's going to happen. And so then they're like, okay, yeah, I get it. That's good. So that's what's helped me.
So what I hear a couple things. So one of the things I hear is you have to work twice as hard if you're not consistent,
That's
because
right.
then you have to go back
Yes.
and invest in that relationship, and probably the bigger you get, the harder that is to do.
Yes. And the bigger the consequences then too, right?
Oof, yeah.
So I'm really thankful that I learned that in a short, like a small kind of spurt. So it was difficult, but it was able to be turned around pretty quickly.
Look at that. See, 3 minutes goes so fast, doesn't it?
It does.
Goes so fast. Well, consistency equals care. Thanks for joining us on today's 3-minute takeaway. I'll see you tomorrow.